Hey guys, it's Yuta. So, there are some misconceptions about why there are so many anime that take place in high school instead of university. For example, some people say that, oh, it's because Japanese people were happiest when they were in high school because after high school, everything is just depressing. Which isn't necessarily true. I preferred university because I had more freedom and I met people who were more diverse. And that's not just my personal experience. I found this survey that says they had more fun in university than in high school. I guess not every high school student in Japan gets a wife of a season like Gojo, and some of them end up being like Kazuma who plays video games all day long in his room. Another potential reason that people bring up is it's mostly teenagers who watch these anime, which again isn't necessarily true. Many surveys show that the teenagers aren't the biggest anime fans. One survey shows that more people in their 40s watch anime than other age groups, which isn't surprising considering the age structure of the Japanese population. But when it comes to people who watch more than 6 anime per week, the biggest group are people in their 20s. They're definitely not high school students. And as for people who read original light novels, people in their 20s and 30s are the biggest group. So why high school anime are so popular? One of the biggest reasons is our shared experiences. In Japan, about 84% of the people go to high school, and among them, only about 55% of them go to university. So against the entire population, that's less than half. And even if you do go to university, your experience will be very different depending on your university and your major. But if you go to Japanese high school, your experience is going to be more or less the same regardless of the exact high school you go to. There are things that happen in virtually every high school, such as Bunkasai, Cultural Festival, Taikusai, Sports Festival, Seitokai, Student Council, Bukatsu, after-school clubs, and building your own harem. Which wouldn't happen if you don't speak Japanese, so I will teach you the kind of Japanese the real-life Japanese people actually speak. So click the link in the description and subscribe to my email group. And also in Japanese high school, you take most classes with the same classmates. So it's a close-knit community. That's why we have a transfer student trope, because having new students is a big deal. You should also think about the types of stories that these anime have. What's the most common element? Well, it's romance. And in Japanese romantic anime, things tend to move very slowly. These characters are so innocent. Oh, I don't really know if I like him. Oh, I can't tell that I like her. And for that to work, they need to be young enough to be pure. Then you can have many firsts. First real crush, first confession, first kiss, and first sensei crush. And it's fine if that's something not everybody experiences in Japanese high school. A survey shows 40% of Japanese people didn't have any dating experience in high school, but they can still enjoy romantic high school anime. You can enjoy the story as something that could have happened to you. There's an anime called Real Life where a 27-year-old man goes back to high school by changing his looks. And this kind of story is particularly enjoyable if you are an older anime fan. In fact, with many high school anime, characters are a little too mature for a high school student, except for the dating part. In Oregairu, the way the characters plan events is very sophisticated. The author actually said that he just made the characters do what adults do. From this perspective, it's as though grown-ups are experiencing high school life again. And if you did have real-life experience, you can also appreciate the realistic waifu like Yuiga Mama. High schools are the perfect places for first romance where everything is new and exciting. That's why other genres like slice of life, fewer anime take place in high school. Of course, there are high school slice of life anime like Keion, but many popular ones like Maid Dragon, Non-Non-Biori don't take place in high school. High school anime can be far removed from our reality, while slice of life anime can be closer to our lives. Plot-driven anime also don't have to take place in high school. With anime like Death Note or Steins Gate, it doesn't really matter if they are high school students or university students. And you can see the idealistic aspect if you consider the age and gender differences when it comes to the genres they prefer. According to this study, more older men prefer romantic anime than younger men. But with women, younger women prefer romantic anime than older women. And I have a theory for this. I think younger people find inspiration in romantic anime while older people enjoy them as fantasy. And that's exactly my case. When I was in high school, I didn't enjoy romantic stories. I thought they were unrealistic and corny. But as I got older, I came to really enjoy them. I guess I have too much experience to have these innocent first moments, so I look for that kind of intense excitement in anime. There was a time when I was as innocent as Nishikata from Teasing Master Takagi-san, but now I'm as cultured as Stank from Interspecies Reviewers. Of course, you can technically have that kind of pure romance in university, but in Japanese society, high schools have a lot of brand power. And the most important element, I think, is their uniforms. High school uniforms are instantly recognizable and they give us a lot of emotions. People are just fascinated by uniforms. Some Japanese girls actually choose a high school based on the uniform. And in anime, without uniforms, you can't even tell which characters are high school students. If you don't know these anime, can you tell which are high school students? It's very difficult, but with uniforms, you can instantly tell. This also means that sometimes the difference between high schools and middle schools isn't really that important. Can you tell which of these anime take place in high school? If you don't know them, it's gonna be very difficult. So the lesson for you here is that Japanese high schools have a lot of power over us regardless of our real life experience. And if you want to know more about this kind of cultural issue, you need to learn Japanese, and I will teach you the kind of Japanese the real life Japanese people today actually speak, which can be different from the kind of Japanese that textbooks and apps teach you. So click the link and subscribe to my email group, Japanese with Yuta.